So I've had this question come up a couple of times recently, one from one of my agents who's been talking to some buyers and one with another buyer that I was actually speaking with, first-time home buyer. And the question is, with rates where they are, with the market where it is it smarter to buy right now or smarter to rent? So I would say, first of all, that question depends, but I want to go through a couple of things that you need to think about if you find yourself in that situation. So rent versus buy. One of the things that people are really stuck on right now is rates and what's going to happen. Are they going to go up? Are they going to come down? Well, they've actually come down a little bit from where they were last year. They're still up from where they were back during the COVID era, but I don't know that they'll ever get that low again. Either way, if you do buy a house now, if you can afford it, the option to refinance if rates do drop in the future is always an option. So just keep that in mind. But aside from that, let's just talk about, is it better for you to buy or rent? And so my broad answer to that is simply, if you are going to be in that property or you plan to be in the area for more than a few years, in most cases, it's better for you to buy. And here's what I'm going to tell you why. Let's just say, rents have increased tremendously as well. So let's just say that you go rent a house for somewhere between $2,000 and $2,500 a month. Let's just use $2,000. Say I'm going to spend $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year. Over a 5-year period, that's $120,000 that you've spent in 5 years on rent. Just out the window, gone, nothing to show for. So let's just say you go and buy a house with a similar payment in that window between $2,000 and $2,500 per month, and you stay there for 5 years. Well, let's just say that's going to be a house probably in the $300 to maybe $350 range. If the pace continues over the next 5 years, that house may appreciate 3 or 4% per year. So that house that is worth $300 today may be worth $330, $340, $350 in 5 years. So now in 5 years, you get ready to move and you sell that house. If it's worth $350, you pay $300, then you make a $50,000 gain, as opposed to a $120,000 to $150,000 expenditure. You've still made the same payment. Now, the only difference is if you're owning it, obviously, if your water heater goes out, you got to fix it. If something happens with your dishwasher, you got to replace it. It's not the landlord, it's you. So those are things to consider as well. But in the grand scheme of things, you also get a tax benefit. All the interest portion of your payment, if you own, is tax deductible. So you get tax benefits as well. So that's why my default answer is, if you can afford it, if you qualify, if you plan to be there for a few years, in most cases, you're better off financially to buy as opposed to renting. So I hope this video has been helpful. Again, I'm Justin Woodall with Woodall Realty Group. And if myself or my team can do anything to help you, reach out to us.